introduce a announcement before I begin my quote-unquote review. Review. Now, what are we doing? Cool Cat saves the kid. But there's a special. Should we do it before or should we after this movie? I think it's best to do it after. Okay, let's do it after. After the show, stay tuned after for a special message from my voice creator, Brandon. Well, this movie starts out like garbage. Starts out like garbage. Don't get me wrong, it has some good intention behind that movie, but it still starts out as garbage. It's a garbage movie. I mean, bad messages. I mean, really watered down, dumb messages. I mean, once a dumb message is not accurate. I mean, technically speaking, everything he says is not accurate. From bullying, because he really doesn't know what it means to be bullied, because he's a bully himself. And evidently, I'm not making any decisions with that. I'm not saying the cat who plays the character is a bully. I'm talking about the creator who made this movie is a bully. Obviously doesn't know anything about bullying. 101, I'm going to, which my friend here is going to tell you what's really about bullying and what to really do when you're being bullied. Whether it's cyberbullying or not cyberbullying. But anyway, this movie sucks. Oh, yeah, I said that already. This movie sucks. And it doesn't just regularly suck, it sucks. It's not funny unless somebody else is commenting that makes it funny. You know, it's a shame when other people have to make it funny for it to be funny. It's not a good sign when the movie itself is not funny unless somebody else who reviewed this made it funny. Okay, with their own commentary. It's a shame. And I'm a wolf, and I should know. Cool Cat. Let me explain to you the fact that his name is Cool Cat. Okay, that doesn't make you cool just because you have the word Cool Cat. That's like if the Scruff makes the dog from the Don't Burn Down Your House, Don't Burn Down the Forest Foundation. Scruff McScruff, yeah, I think that's his name, from the 80s, decided to call himself Cool McScruff. That doesn't necessarily make him cool. Okay? Does it? No, he's uncool. He's the old 60s slogan as, I mean, you showing your age, Mr. Savage. I'm just letting you know. And why doesn't this not produce in a school? Oh wait, they wouldn't let a 35-year-old man in a cat suit anywhere near a school. Okay. They usually only allow people they know famous enough to get near a school, and there that guy with a cat suit wearing dude probably didn't have the credentials. I mean, it would make more sense for this to be in a school. The whole thing should have been produced in a school setting. Okay, it's about bullying. It's supposed to be in a school setting. If it's not in a school setting, it makes no sense. So since when do bullies go to people's houses and bully them? That don't make sense. And then the bully being a blonde-headed fat kid with a lisp. Yeah, that's not a bully. He might be annoying, but he's not a bully, and he's not that one-dimensional. And people don't go around saying, I'm a bully. Or, I'm bored, I just like to talk. It's like texting people I shouldn't have numbers for. Anyway, this is not going to be a very long movie because I've watched 30 minutes of this film thanks to, I'll give a shout out to Razorblade for actually that thing, movie. I mean, I've watched 30 minutes of that video and I was like, this movie is terrible. And as many reviews, I'm gonna speak clearly, as many reviews have I've seen over a period of a long time. I didn't have television. Let me repeat that sentence again. There is a time where I didn't have television and all I watched was YouTube videos. And when I first saw Cool Cat Saves the Kids. I thought it was a joke. I literally thought it was a joke. I thought it was not a real movie. It was just somebody made up, or a YouTuber just made a movie called Cool Cat Saves the Kids. But it was a real movie based off a real book that Derek Savage made. Okay, let me give you a suggestion, Derek Savage. A very good suggestion, not a bad one, negative one, or anything like that, or anything like that. I'm gonna give you a positive suggestion of what you should have done. You should have animated Cool Cat. I'm just saying, you should have animated Cool Cat and his mom. They look like abominations being live puppets. I mean, if I could animate myself, oh, that would be great. And then just voice animate myself, it would be awesome. It would be wholly different. I would probably look different. Like an anime. I wouldn't have to use a puppet like this. Okay, no offense. Like, no, not take it. Okay. Cool Cat saves the kids from bullying. Let me explain to you that this is not bullying. I mean, this is misinformation about bullying and what motivates a bully to be a bully. Gun control is also thrown in here somehow. This movie could have been a lot more shorter. They don't know nothing about gun control and gun safety. You don't go to a school with somebody who has a gun. Okay, that's dumb. You stay home. If you walk into school, you see some kid take a gun to school, you walk the other way. You don't go to the school. You go the other way. I'm just saying. And what else do I need to talk about in this movie? Nothing really much. There's nothing to go on in this movie. They go to Hollywood, or they talk about cars while they're in Hollywood, or this movie doesn't have a plot, blur. Doesn't even have a climax, blur. Every time this whole movie's boring. I mean, the only thing that would have made this entertaining, the only thing that made it remotely entertaining that kept me watching for more than 13 minutes was the fact that Razor Blade was actually commenting this whole time. I'm just saying, the only thing keeping me from turning this crap off within 13 minutes of watching it. It was terrible editing, terrible writing, terrible everything. It was just terrible everything. The cat should have been animated because it would have been better. Animated. I mean, I know it would be expensive, but it would have been better to animate the freaking cat, okay, and make it look like you're actually talking to a cat, like you're doing real Garfield movies. You know they're not really talking to the cat, right? They're looking at the empty floor, and you're looking at a floor, pretending like they're talking to Garfield because he's a CG animal, and he's obviously not really there. But anyway, now that I've done my spiel, here's a special message from my creator. Hello, people. My name is Brandon. I want to share to you some positive information about bullying. Despite what you may have heard from the movie Cool Cat Saves the Kids, bullying isn't as simple as just yelling at the kid to get away. Bullies are not chubby white kids with blonde hair. They have a lisp. More than likely, it's going to probably be somebody stronger, bigger, and probably had nothing better to do with their life than to pick on somebody young, weaker. It's going to be somebody stronger because a weak person not going to pick on another weak person. It's usually a person that has low self-esteem about themselves, or a very insecure, narcissistic person. They do this because they got nothing. They don't have talent. They're people who pick on people who are weaker. Maybe don't talk very much. They're shy. They keep to themselves. The thing about bullies is they pick on people who stray away from the pack. If they're like, how do I describe a bully? A bully is like a lion seeking out whom he may devour. They're like the devil. They bounce around seeking who they may devour. They hunt their prey. They look at who stands out amongst the group of caribou. I'm going to use a metaphor here. And they pick on the weaker one that can't seem to keep up with the rest of the pack. And in doing so, they cause a lot of emotional damage to this weak caribou. How does this weak caribou stand up for himself? Like this movie says he should stand up for yourself. Wait, better light here. Better light here. Sorry about that. Most of my phone was dark. I was probably fixing the light. How do you stand up to bullying? You go tell an adult that you're being bullied. You talk to somebody about being bullied. You try to figure out how to raise your confidence levels so that you can stand up for yourself and not just say stand up for yourself. Because somebody who doesn't have the confidence to stand up for himself ain't going to know how to stand up for himself. You got to teach, follow example, show. You don't just tell them, stand up for yourself. How do you stand up for yourself, cool cat? If you are being bullied, how do you stand up for yourself? You can't just say, oh, y'all need to stand up for yourself. And let me talk about cyberbullying for a minute. If somebody sends you an email and you don't know who it is, you don't read it. Okay, you put it in your spam, you put it in your junk mail, you delete it. You don't read it just because it could be a friend and should. No, that's not how friends work. You don't. Last time I checked, you don't get friends over the internet like that. Oh, I'm gonna find friend. Let me go look on the internet and see what friend I can make. Shut up. That's how it works. Sorry, I'm just. Oh, let me go. I'm gonna go look on the internet for some friends. I want to take my name. Oh wait, I don't want to use my name. I'm gonna use John Doe. Dear so and so, my name is John Doe, and I want to be your friend. That's not how it freaking works. Go Facebook. If you don't know the person who requested to be your friend, you reject them, or you confirm it and you talk to the actual person. If you get an email, text message, and from somebody you do not know, you don't answer it or read the text. You delete it. Okay. And if you read it and it's something you don't like, don't read the second one. Because it's obviously not going to be an apology letter. Because if he sent the mean one the first time, he's going to send another mean one the second time. It doesn't like that. Okay, let's talk about gun control. You don't go to a school if you see somebody come to school with a gun. You stay home. You call the police and let the police deal with it. They call the school, tell the school to shut the school down, and they deal with the gunman. You don't go to the school, you retard. This movie, yes, I agree with Charles, should have been a lot shorter. The intent was okay, I guess. The car should have been animated. I think Mama Cat should have been animated. I think this whole freaking movie should have been animated. It would have been better if this whole movie was animated. I mean, most books like this should always be animated because technically speaking, it's supposed to be animated if it's a children's book. Kids don't necessarily get into live action TV of a cat dressing up in a freaking cat suit to tell you about something they already know. I mean, you got 12-year-olds trying to spray on a wall. They should know better because they're 12 and not 5. And technically speaking, talking to your audience like they're complete morons is not an aggressive way of delivering a message. Kids, some of those kids should know not to cross the street without looking both ways. Look both ways before crossing the street. He's like freaking 12, 11. He should have known to not to look both ways before crossing the street. He wasn't like 5 or 2. Okay, you can't treat your audience like they're all 2-year-olds who just woke up yesterday. Anyway, I'm done with my rant for today.